what's up? This your boy D Burrows, and you're not locked in to Hidden Agendas. Yo, what's up, man? This your boy D Burrows, and you're not locked in to Hidden Agendas. Today I got a very special guest, co-starring somebody special. I've been knowing him forever. When I tell you this is nephew. Family, we locked in, tied in. He been doing a lot of great things. A real Thomasville star. You know what I'm saying? He got a store. Tune in, lock in. Y'all help me welcome Braye Washington.
Good. How y'all doing, man?
Hey, look, man. First and foremost, it's a pleasure and honor having you for real. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of people need to know your story. You know what I'm saying? Great kid, great talent. You know what I'm saying? Great man. So to see you grow up, you know what I'm saying, from a star of an athlete with your dad, you know what I'm saying, and you've made your own name, you know what I'm saying. Speak on that, you know what I'm saying. Like, just give your backstory of who you are, where you from.
Well, I grew up downtown Thomasville. I grew up in a household with all girls and stuff like that. So
Yeah, for sure.
it was kind of tough going through that. But gotta get it how I get it. But a lot of times I was doing stuff. Just going out in the street, like running up and down the street, running hills.
I got you.
Doing, just doing extra stuff, carrying bricks around the yard, around the house. See how many times I can go. And,
I feel you.
My dad being who he is, and having the name that he is, he always stressed to me, I don't want you to feel like you gotta
Facts,
imitate what I did or the things you hear about me. I want you to do your own thing.
Real talk, yeah.
Your own way, man. Go about things your own way,
Absolutely. And I think that you have really done that. That's a blessing within itself, because to his point, you know what I'm saying, like we never want our kids, you know what I'm saying, to carry that burden of, well, you such and such.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, like, create your own way, create your own name, and I really do feel like you have done a great job of that. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, coming up, you know what I'm saying, city stuff, you know what I'm saying, city league, Pee Wee and all that. You did an amazing job. You was a standout there, middle school, high school career. Man, talk about that, man, because you really went crazy, and I ain't gonna lie. One of my most memorable games watching you, you know what I'm saying, play against Jackson. So, you know what I'm saying, like, just talk about, you know what I'm saying, like your high school career, you know what I'm saying, and how you really locked in with that.
Yeah, as far as football, I'll be honest, young, I was the type of dude, I was always small. I was always the smallest, I was always the youngest.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I never really enjoyed getting hit. So
yeah, no doubt.
I really didn't want to play. My mom used to tell me, go play if you don't like it. You ain't gotta play. So coming in freshman year, I started as a freshman. I was 15 years old.
That's
I
tough.
was real young. So,
that's tough.
After that, I think I got hurt like week 4 against Monroe. I was playing quarterback. We was running the score like you was running.
Yeah, for sure.
I went in, I played quarterback. Bad snap, break my arm. I'm in a cast. So the next year, I start again. But as far as experience, it's hard going out there. Thomasville got a way they do everything. They got real tradition. So
yeah, real talk.
You gotta really find out how you fit in the puzzle. So a lot of my classmates, we all really. I was the only one that really started.
Yeah, I
got
you.
And then you got people like Quante and all them boys that was coming up, that was making plays on the other side of the ball. So come playoff time, me and Thibodeau, we really start building a connection and all that type of stuff. Sophomore year, and then we really start, going into that summer though. Going into summer my junior year, I felt like I was gonna have a big year, but I kind of just wanted to wait and see how everything was gonna go.
Facts.
That was when me and JJ started getting close around that time.
Facts.
He was getting recruited. He used to tell me, hey, your time coming. So
yeah,
it
no
was
doubt.
new to me.
Yeah. I got you.
Going into that junior year, 7-on-7, I'm scoring 7 touchdowns against everybody. The whole summer, and I'm doing this. people ain't understand that I was going from football workouts to playing in a basketball game
Talk to him.
to playing in a baseball game
Talk
all
to
in the
him.
same day.
Talk to
And
him.
we did this the whole summer, man.
Talk to him.
So junior year, that's one that's gonna go down in history.
No doubt.
I did a lot of special things, but really, I'm not gonna give all myself the credit. I had a great quarterback, Corrigan.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
We had a good offensive line. We had some good running backs. I wasn't just the only piece.
Yeah,
even
for
if-
sure. Yeah,
Even if people feel like I was a standout,
Yeah, I got you, yeah.
I never wanted to be like that.
Yeah.
I wanted it. I wanted us to have fun, and then senior year, that's when everything start. All the roles start changing.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I got a big class with Jaquez and Manquil and all them boys, and my senior class we was big. So
Yeah, for
we
sure,
was
for
all
sure.
Close. We've all been close for years. So senior year, quarterback get out, get injured, Tommy John.
Yeah.
Can't really do nothing about that.
Yeah,
So
that was tough.
I did. I had to kind of step in and not worry about stats and none of that. I had to really be a leader, because that's what the team needed,
Facts.
And even me, I needed it. I didn't know how the season was gonna go without Corrigan,
Yeah, for
But
sure.
We had Avery. He stepped up. He did everything he could do, and I appreciate them boys for understanding the position that I was in, and if I ever got frustrated or something like that, I got chewed out after the Sweetwater game.
No.
I ain't really, I understood it. I kind of acted out of character. Whining, not getting the ball, and they was talking to me like men and let me know, you're a leader, man. Everybody watching you.
Real
can't,
talk.
You can't just act out of character. Everything gonna fall into place if it's willing to. So high school, as far as football, I feel like I had a great career. Basketball, I really just hoop because I can hoop. I was
Yeah,
a
I got
scorer, I could do that kind of stuff. And then baseball, that's where my heart at. I love to play baseball.
Yeah, no doubt about
I
that.
fell in love with that young. So, baseball, I was fortunate to play with guys like Chad and people like that, learning from them and, seeing where he at now.
Yeah,
following
for sure,
his
for sure,
path
for sure.
and,
Shout out
trying
Chad.
to make all the right decisions and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I got
yeah.
you. Which what you had touched on, was like really big too, cause being a standout, but not standing alone. Which y'all really did have a very talented team. Shout out all them guys. Quez, Manquil, all them boys, who I enjoyed. Watching y'all as a collective as well, cause we also talk about the Thomasville tradition, and if you never went to Thomasville, it's hard to understand the Thomasville tradition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like you actually held to a higher standard.
Yeah,
No lie.
They expect a lot out of you.
Absolutely. So just watching you, like I said, growing from that 15-year-old, to your junior year where you was really just trying to figure it out. And that junior year, I always tell kids, I told Dre, told every child that I've ever came in contact with, that junior year is so important, And the only reason why I know it is because I had the experience myself. And to your point, that junior year can either make you or break you, I've seen a lot of guys, I don't care how good you are your freshman and sophomore year. That junior year,
It's just somebody,
Yeah, no doubt.
I was new to it too,
Yeah.
going into it. I didn't have nobody to talk to me about recruiting and all
Yeah,
that
for
kind
sure,
of
for
stuff,
sure.
So when all these schools, I'm not even in class, I'm at the field house talking to coaches and stuff. That was exciting because
Oh, yeah, for sure.
before me, I think it was maybe Zach and Chad.
Yeah, for
course,
sure. Yeah,
But
yeah.
before then, let's just keep it real. People weren't coming to Thomasville to let's hand out a football scholarship because of certain circumstances.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Everybody gonna make bad choices, and one of the people that was in that conversation was Tyler. Me and Tyler, we real close family, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
always talking to me about making the right choices and what are you doing when nobody's watching, and really just being there and
Mm.
guiding me and helping me out. And
Yeah, real talk.
my uncle Rayshawn, he played D
Uh-huh.
League. He
Love that
went to
boy.
Miles and played.
Yeah.
All them older guys that I hung around when I was a kid. That's really when I really started to understand Thomasville tradition. All them boys
Yeah.
in the 2010 team
Yeah,
that
yeah.
won. So
Real talk.
it's hard when you got them guys in your face. We got a ring while you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, being around them dudes young like that really helped me out and helped me grow. Not only as as an athlete, but as a real man. Watching them and
Yeah, real
seeing
talk. Yeah.
everything they do and the mistakes they made. Just correcting all that stuff like that.
Facts. And one thing that you just spoke on too, is the Tyler Hayes of the world. Man, close family. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, I love him. I'm so proud of the man that he's become. I was proud of him with or without the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I know his story. I know his heart. You know what I'm saying? He's still out here, you know what I'm saying, helping kids, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
try to perfect, you know what I'm saying, their craft. And he talking to these kids real, you know what I'm saying? And the same type of conversation that he's having with these kids are the exact same type of conversations I try to have, you know what I'm saying? What you doing when the lights off, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way that you can really shine, you know what I'm saying, is what are you doing when the lights are off? Because once them cameras on, you know what I'm saying, they on.
They on you.
And truth be told, you'll get exposed, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, to your point, besides you and then Chad and Zach, yeah, Thomasville had a little slip after Hayes, them, I would say. Um, that's, yeah. But that 2010 team was so special.
It was crazy to watch.
That
the boys.
hey, that was
Crazy
unreal.
stuff, man.
That was unreal. If there was any team which I didn't get a chance to see, you know what I'm saying, the Heyday team, I was 4 years old, All I knew is that my cousins them played for 'em, and once you heard about Eric Burrows and Felton Burrows, my uncle, you know what I'm saying, Freddie Lamar Burrows, like, then that Burrows name, you know what I'm saying, like you had to do something, you know what I'm saying, with that. So I can only imagine, you know what I'm saying, your daddy, you know what I'm saying, and then too your uncle. So it's like, oh man, like Doc,
I know
he
how the shoes would feel.
no doubt about it.
People really gotta understand how hard that is for somebody so young.
Yeah, for sure.
Growing up, I was always in the spotlight. You remember?
Yeah,
I
for
was
sure, for sure.
consistently in every sport I played.
Facts,
I was
facts,
always in the spotlight.
facts.
And at some point, that stuff get hard on a kid, especially
Oh, no doubt.
when you get all these coaches coming to see you
Yeah.
in big schools, and
Yeah, real talk.
that's tough. It's kind of, I don't know. It was weird for me. Like, I really was in a state where everybody that was coming and talking to me, I'm telling them, oh yeah, this running back, 13,
I'm real
12,
talk.
hey,
Yeah.
y'all need to look at him too.
Yep, real talk.
That's what I wanted.
Real talk.
I never really, I wanted to make sure everybody else got their opportunity
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
When you're in that position, people got to understand, either you can be selfish or
Exactly.
you can really be about family like they preaching it to us. Like we telling each other every day.
I agree.
We brothers, we blocking for each other, we doing all this. Why would I be selfish for what?
I agree with that. And now plus like what you did, that was special, you know what I'm saying? Because to your point, like you can be selfish and try to take all the, you know what I'm saying, spotlight, or you can shine some of that light, you know what I'm saying, amongst your brothers, you know what I'm saying, to your point. And so like that's a big thing, and those type of characteristics, you know what I'm saying, that'll carry you throughout the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff like that, because they'll appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, no matter what it is now, I mean, because sports, work field, whatever the situation may be, you know what I'm saying, like always being able, you know what I'm saying, to shine the light, not just on yourself, you know what I'm saying, but your people as well. So like that's dope, man. Well, so like give us the story with graduating high school, going into college, what was your expectations for yourself?
Really, in the springtime, getting close to graduation, I didn't really have the recruit story that I really wanted to have, or that I felt like I deserved.
Gotcha,
'Cause
gotcha.
I felt like no matter what the numbers say, I pre I man, I feel like I was performing.
I'm
You know,
already here. I'm
I feel
already
like
here.
it wasn't a game that I wasn't performing. That
Yeah,
it, just keep it real. When you see these schools in the stands, they here to see one guy.
yeah, I feel you.
And that was never me being selfish. It was just I felt that everything could have went a lot better for me than it did. And I was still blessed to, be in the situation that I'm in now, graduating, not
Yeah,
really, I signed with Huntington out of high school
yeah, that's right.
to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to go
yeah,
do football and baseball. But,
yeah.
I talked to them, I had a real grown man conversation with them, hey, I don't think this for me, I'm gonna try something else. And Coach Turkey, good guy, I was his biggest recruit. So,
Yeah, I got you. I
even
got you.
losing me, he still talking to me to this day, he'll speak to me or whatever.
That's
And
real.
I love that about coaches that, just understand, everybody don't got to do this. Everybody gonna, do that. And
Real talk. Yeah, I got you.
whatever fits you best, that's what I should do, and that's what I felt. So I went to UWA, and people forget I sat out a whole year,
Real
football
talk.
and
Yeah,
baseball. I sat out a whole year. I didn't play.
got you. Got you. I
And
got you.
then out of nowhere, I'm sitting in the dorm. UWA get a call from Faulkner. Hey, we really like you. We want to get you up here. Okay, when? Tomorrow. Oh
That's
man.
crazy.
Oh man. So I got to call home. Hey Mark, we gotta Faulkner want me to come visit tomorrow. She's like, what?
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
so getting there, I had Charles Blackman from Linden.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Isaiah
yeah, yeah.
Scott,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
them
yeah.
was dudes that I played against in high school and
Yeah, I got you.
football,
Yeah,
basketball, so we was close, and them dudes really, really put me on to what college football was about at that
got you.
time. When I went in, that was when COVID was a real big deal.
Yep.
So football and baseball was being played in the spring. So I talked to both coaches, football and baseball, and I tell my football coach, it's the spring, and when stuff go back to normal, I want to give y'all the same respect that I'm gonna give them.
I
When
respect
it's
that.
in the
Yeah,
fall, when it's fall and it's football season, I'm not doing nothing baseball.
yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not going to work out with them. Causing no kind of issue. And they was real good to me about the situation.
yeah.
I was being mature about it. And I wanted to make sure everybody got their best out of me.
Yeah, I know
Out of
exactly
the
what you're
time,
saying. Yeah,
especially coming in, being a freshman, being a new guy on the scene and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. I
So,
got you.
but freshman year, just playing baseball, that's kind of what started, what's coming now. Football, I wanted it so bad, but it come to a time where you gotta just really be realistic. And even now, I still feel like I can go out and do my thing, but it just come a time where you gotta follow what's in your heart and do
Yeah, I
what you
feel
really
you.
feel like you destined to do. So
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, I got
going
you.
into college, it wasn't easy. Getting up 5 in the morning workouts, 6 in the morning workouts, mandatory breakfast. They check to make
Message,
sure you're in class, and if you're not in class, they gonna drop you.
message.
It's real. It's real out there, man. Like you gotta pay attention and make sure you're up to date with your classes and knowing what you can drop, how many hours you got to stay eligible, all that kind of
Exactly.
stuff.
Talk to
See me, I was going there thinking, they gonna do it for me,
him. Talk to
I
him.
was wrong, very wrong. They humbled me
Talk
a
to
little
him.
bit. So
Talk to him, please. Man, listen, what you just said. Boy, we gonna have to make a couple of clips off that right there, cause to your point, man, like especially these kids, you know what I'm saying, right now that's getting these offers, you know what I'm saying. I don't care if it's a JUCO, NAIA, D1. These kids that getting these offers, and I'm gonna look directly into the camera. This man just gave you the blueprint. Braxton Williams a couple days ago just made a post, gave you the blueprint. I've been saying it for years, but you need to hear from student athletes. Once you leave high school, and let me reiterate on this, you may be the man at Thomasville. You may be the man at Grove Hill, Jackson, Will Cox, Marengo, Sweetwater, whatever the case may be. You gotta learn how to be the man all over again when you step on that campus. I don't know if y'all understand that.
You got to. You got to understand it's being the man in every aspect of college. It ain't just you ain't just a top tier athlete. You're a top tier student as well.
Exactly.
You gotta in Montgomery. It's tempting as it is. You got so much stuff, so much temptation around, man. You can get in trouble so fast.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Ain't nothing wrong with sitting in the dorm and chilling, playing the game, and
Yeah, just
getting
staying
to
out the
play
way.
your
Yeah,
work, doing your work. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
real talk, real talk. But that's extremely important, man. Cause to your point, like kids don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Especially hitting that college level. Let's say that you taking 5 classes. That's 15 hours. Okay, let's say that you drop one. That's 12, right? Okay. But let's say that one of them classes wasn't a 3 hour credit. Let's say one of them was a 4 hour credit. So now you drop from 12-hour credit to 11.
You done.
Yeah.
You done.
So I mean, like you really, really gotta be on your game. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to hold yourself accountable. Like mama can't, you know what I'm saying, do it. Daddy can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go to that advisor. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta figure it out. And like just little stuff like that. And also to your point, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the 5 a.m. workouts. Uh, a lot of kids don't even like to get up and get ready for high school, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yet alone talking about 5 a.m. workouts, you see what I'm saying? And like you've experienced it, JJ, Cam, shoot, dog, Nehemiah, Bratson, dog, Dre with basketball, you know what I'm saying? Ryan, you know what I'm saying, who just graduated, dog, shout out my boy. And so, like, man, this is something that these kids need to hear, you know what I'm saying, for real, because I always preach, like, to me, and I stand on it. I don't care how big, how small in the area is. I feel like we have the most talent around here.
That's
I
facts.
truly do. I believe that in my whole heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are extremely talented, but we are extremely overlooked and lack resources. And I just always tried to make it my duty as a daddy and as a man, you know what I'm saying, to give that game. Um, and also understanding that even if you don't get it right now, you'll come back to me, you know what I'm saying, eventually, you know what I'm saying, and be like, okay, I ain't understand at 16, but at 19 and 20, you know what I'm saying, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
And so like that's the type of information this podcast about, you know what I'm saying? Like just really giving game and info to the kids, to the parents, you know what I'm saying? Because like, let's be real. How many times have you heard or how many times have you thought that the coach, your high school coach, was going to get you a scholarship?
That's honestly how I felt my whole high school career. But it came to a point where, like I said, I was new to it.
Yeah, real talk, exactly.
I
Yeah.
wasn't on nobody's radar as far as I knew
Yeah.
until after the junior year I had. Well, I went. That was my, two receivers in school history to be all state. Me and Gil.
Real talk.
And I give people like that a lot of respect.
Absolutely. That's
a
kinfolk.
lot of love. So
Absolutely.
them guys that I was watching when I was a kid, and I tried to go out and pee with and emulate it and add they swag into my
Yeah,
game. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
real
So
talk.
it wasn't even more so like I was mad at anybody. I just felt like with me, just off that year alone, you know, I went from football
Mm-hmm.
and I went and put up numbers baseball.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah,
I was the. I think I was batting what 375. You know, like
that's crazy.
went on like an 11 game hitting streak. You know, like
That's crazy.
crazy plays in the outfield. You know, so I felt like then I felt like I had proved enough. You
Yeah,
know, I didn't think that. You know, I was devastated losing first round. You know, but that going back into people got to understand. I was getting through in the fire strictly off my talent.
yeah, real talk. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
Against sophomore year, Montgomery Catholic. Chad hurt.
yeah,
Corrigan go down for a little minute. We got to resort to Wildcat the rest of the game. And
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like that's really when I made my presence known. I started making big plays after big plays and stuff like that. But I just felt like, and I feel like anybody that watched me play and saw the way I carried myself, they would have wanted me to be at an Alabama or an Auburn. But I got over that because
Go get the money, go get it. Go get the money, go get it. Go.
anywhere I go.